beautiful souls. Welcome. I'm Shivani, and this is an astrology read for the month of July 2023 for rising and sun. And if you wish to, you can also find messages for your moon and Venus and Aquarius. But when it comes to astrology per se, we read it through the lens of rising. But I just did my Pisces rising reading, and as a Pisces sun, I resonated so much with it. So if you're an Aquarius sun, hang in here, okay? Now let's start with July. I think July 3rd, we had the full moon in Capricorn. And while for most of us, the Capricorn full moon was all about taking actions or getting clear with what we want, for Aquarians, it was slightly different because for you guys, it was in your 12th house. And our 12th house is all about our inner world. So while the whole world was feeling like I have to take actions, I have to go get something out there, make it happen, you guys were kind of like in your retreat zone. And you guys like, I don't know, I'm not sure right now if I want to do that, right? And so for you guys, it's really, really kind of like this energy, this full moon in Capricorn was like bringing a new way of seeing things, even if not doing things, right? It's like you will do it, you will move forward, you will do the actions, you will put your foot where your mouth is. I was looking for this metaphor so bad in my general July reading, but you will do that, but not right now. Right now, you guys are going through as an Aquarius moon. I can say yes, hell yes. We are going through a underworld journey. We're going through a journey of getting to see our lives from a whole different perspective. You're getting to see yourself and your life and the people in your life and the situations in your life from a very new lens. And it's jarring, it's surprising, it's sad at times. It's just got a lot of different things for you right now. But this full moon in Capricorn was really probably got you to like probably have some epiphanies or have some realizations about where would you want to move forward in your life next. But it's really kind of like, got you into this energy of like, I know what I want, and oh my god, this is why I didn't see that before. Yeah. Now, you have the full moon, in your 12th house. Now, we have the Mars moving into the sign of Virgo on 10th July, okay? And for you guys, that's happening in your 8th house. So, which means that while Mars in your 7th house right now, the Venus is in your 7th house, Mars is in your 7th house, and while right now your focus and your transition is so much related to your relationships, you're thinking about it, you're looking at it, probably for some of you it's happening in your real life, and you're like, oh god, it's so hard to be in a relationship. It's so hard to deal with people. But also for some of you, you're like seeing your patterns very clearly. You're taking responsibility for where you have probably not taken responsibility before. Instead of putting it on other people, you are seeing how your way of detaching also plays a role in the way your relationships pan out. So when the Mars moves into Virgo, 10th July, you will finally have some momentum to actually put your foot where your mouth is. I don't know why this metaphor is so difficult for me. It's like a tongue twister. But yes, you're gonna like feel this drive to actually take some practical actions towards the practical advice that was pouring from the universe throughout this full moon. So 10 days later, it makes sense. 10 days later, you would want to move, you would want to sign up the deal, you would want to collaborate with the right people. And before that, yes, this whole Mars and Leo the past few weeks have really, really taught you how to take control, how to deal with your anger, how to deal with your reactions when it comes to other people, so that you could do what you're gonna do now, so that you could form these. And this could be literally a partnership, a collaboration. This could be coming closer in a relationship. This could be anything. But it's about sharing your resources. It's about sharing your heart. It's about sharing something that required you to tame your ego, that required you to go through this journey of killing your pride. We all are going through it. It doesn't matter what your sign is. We all are going through a collective death of pride right now, as we have the Mars and the Venus in retrograde, and the Venus is gonna go retrograde in Leo. So it's a collective death of the pride and the arrogance and the like whatever we hold on to in the name of self-respect sometimes, and how it sabotages our own interest, our own desires and dreams. Yeah? So next day, 11th July, Mercury moves into the sign of Leo, again for you in your 7th house. So if there would be definitely things that you've learned through these transits for the past few weeks, new insights, new information, new epiphanies about relationships, about your connection, you would get the voice to speak it out. You would get the beautiful energy of Leo to speak it out, to share your truth, to share your feelings. I'm getting. Yeah? Again, it's just, it has to do with your very close relationships. You will be asked to speak your truth, and it's this energy of where, like, you can't even help it. It's like, I gotta say what I feel. I gotta just, you're not gonna even like think about it. It's just gonna happen. So that's really interesting, right? Then 17th July, we have the new moon in Cancer, and for you guys, that is this energy of planting new seeds, of planting new intentions around your job, around your daily routines. Maybe you want to shift your routines in a way that is more in alignment with your health, that is more in alignment with your with your sense of nourishment, with what nurtures you. That's the Cancer energy. The whole Cancer season has been teaching us this. For you specifically, with this happening in your 6th house, you guys are literally in a line thinking about it in terms of your body, in terms of your health. So any routines, any job that is sabotaging your health, it's likely gone, or it's gonna go, because you are really like, I honor my vessel, and the Cancer energy has been teaching you this. So yes, this new moon in Cancer is really about, if you want to apply for a new job, if you want to start a new health routine, if you want to just start taking care of yourself in some ways in which you can nourish yourself in a better way, in a way that is more aligned with your happiness, in your health, in your vitality, which gives you more energy to do things which really matter at the end of the day. And this new one is really going to be very supportive for you. Yeah. On the same day, 17 July, we have the collective shift of the Aries and the Libra, which means that the lunar nodes move from the sign of Scorpio to the sign of Aries, Libra. And for you, that just means that your focus now moves from your money, from your relationships, in terms of your family, your home, in terms of your focus on your career. I feel like you guys have been learning to balance. Work-life balance has been big for you for the past 1.5 years. You've been really learning how to how to balance, how to bring about that balance between success and home. And I feel like you've been probably also healing your relationship with your parents, with your family, with your childhood. And now the sun shifts up until 2025 January. And now for you guys, it's this energy is now focused on bringing balance into your life when it comes to learning new things, traveling, your relationship with your immediate community. So there would be a focus for you to retreat from probably long distance travels or probably exploring the world, and to kind of like come closer home, an energy more likely to settle down, sort of, though I don't believe in the concept of settling down, but like, you know, when you want to like grow roots because you've learned the value of grounding into yourself. And so I feel like for the 1.5 years, so much of life is going to be centered around how can you let go of this part of you who wanted to explore, who wanted to go out there and be a nomad, and to being somebody who wants to place their roots, who wants to who it's like you wake up one day and you realize, oh god, I've lived in the city all my life, and oh my god, I have friends here, and oh my god, I get to see people. And I vibe with that even as an Aquarius moon so much right now. But that's what the next 1.5 years is really being about. Because it's, I feel like for you guys, I can relate so much in this, in the terms of there is a sense of not feeling belonged, right? There's a sense of always running around, always wanting to find roots, always wanting to find places and people which connect with you, and not connecting with what already exists around you. Like you've been planted in a space, in a community, in a region for a reason. Yeah. So later on, 23rd July, we have the Chiron going retrograde. Again, another retrograde, another time for review, for assessment of how far you've come in your healing. Interesting, it again happens in your third house. So everybody is experiencing the Chiron retrograde, which is starting from right now up until 26th December. This next 6 months, it's happening where our North Node is now gonna transit from 17 July, which means that we start this chapter of Aries Libra axis from this Chiron retrograde period. Because obviously, if you're going to move towards your destiny, the first thing you see is what's blocking, what wounds are you still holding on to that is preventing you from moving towards your destiny. Yes, so whatever soul lessons that are going to come up for you, because right now I know you heard that in like, no way. Maybe some of you are still open to that idea. Maybe some of you, the seed has been planted. Most of you probably like, I don't think so. And that's gonna kind of like come to you in different lessons, in different forms. Honor your true will though, free will, at all times. But that's the thing about destiny. I feel like the North Node, it's what your soul actually wants at the core level, when you decondition all the things that you feel you need to do. So yes, I feel like these 6 months when Chiron is retrograde in your third house, you will be going through and peeling and just like looking at everything that's been blocking you from connecting to your soul tribe, which is already here where you are. You are planted exactly where your soul tribe is right now. You are being asked to move towards it. We don't know how the future may entail, but right now you are being asked to move towards here, because there is here something juicy, something beautiful, something divine. And so this Chiron retrograde, yes, it's gonna tug on to older wounds. If you have wounds around belonging, if you have wounds around community, if wounds around the place that you live, then it's gonna like really feel bittersweet. But I feel it'll give you the time to embrace these wounds, to make this to integrate these shadows, so that instead of holding on to these wounds, you become you feel more empowered to see that, oh my god, if I feel like that, there would be so many others who feel like that, and how can I share my story to allow other people, to give other people the permission to connect with the soul tribes? Because deep inside, as an Aquarius moon, I can say that as much as I feel I don't belong here, as much as I feel like this month I was like, but actually I have never felt that I belong anywhere. I mean, honestly, I have never felt that I belong anywhere. So is it about this one incident? Is it about this one place? Or is it actually been a story all my life? You know? Turns out it's been a story of life. If you're an Aquarius sun, moon, rising, you feel that. You feel that sense of detachment. You feel that sense of like, I don't belong anywhere. And now you're being asked, you're being like, kind of like the universe is coming in very graciously and reminding you, actually you do deserve a community. You do deserve people. You do deserve a safe space you can call home. Like relationships which are not of blood, but relationships which still can nourish you and nurture you the same way. And I feel like with it in being in Aries, it's also about you. It's also about your sense of individuality. It's also about you and your needs. I feel like there's a strong sense of third house is also about communication and expression. You sharing your truth with your community. You sharing your truth with the people who are around you, and finally understanding that, oh my god, actually I have the power to make an impact. And I've been just thinking that nobody cares, but actually I do. That's exactly what Karen teaches you, right? That's what Karen kind of like gets you into the journey of like, yeah, you're wounded, but you're still a teacher, and we need that. We need that wounded healer energy. So, yes, Aquarius, this is how it looks like for you. Thank you so much for being here, and let me know if it resonates. If you want to check out my one-on-one consultations, you can check out the links. And yeah, if you want to have your own customized astrology or human designed book, a report, then we have the guidebook. You should definitely purchase one, and it will have a beautiful aesthetic guidebook that you can place it on your coffee table, pick up anytime you feel lost, you feel you are feeling disconnected to yourself, and to remember your true essence. So that's something that I really enjoy preparing for you. So yeah, you can place your orders with the links, and I'm sending you so much love, and have a wonderful, beautiful month ahead.